That gut-wrenching feeling when someone you care about, someone you thought would always stay, leaves without a second thought. The pain cuts deeper than anything you've ever known. It's like a cruel reminder that nothing in this world is certain. But let me ask you something. What if everything you've been taught about handling heartbreak is wrong? What if the silence isn't indifference, but a powerful strategy? What if the way you're reacting is exactly what she expects? You're about to learn a truth that can change everything. Keep watching. The emotional struggle. You know how it feels. The endless wondering, the sleepless nights spent scrolling through old messages, hoping for something, anything. You might think her silence is a sign she's moved on. But here's the thing, it's not. The moment she went quiet, she didn't walk away. She set up a test. She's waiting to see what you'll do. Will you chase her? Will you beg? Will you fall into the same trap you've fallen into before? But what if you didn't? What if you stopped reacting? What if you let the silence speak for itself? Imagine the power that would give you. No more desperately filling the silence with needy words. No more chasing her down like a man desperate for approval. The truth is, your silence could be the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. The trap she sets. You see, most men don't realize when they're being tested. They think her distance means rejection. They think it's over. But what if her silence is a setup? What if she's watching to see if you'll break? She already knows what happens when you chase. She knows that when you reach out too soon, when you panic, you hand her control over the situation. She becomes the director, and you're just an actor in her script. You text, you apologize, you beg for clarity, and in that moment, you confirm. Something she already suspects. She still owns you. But here's the real question. How do you break free from this? How do you stop reacting the way she expects? The answer is simple. Silence. Silence as power. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength. When you choose not to react, when you resist the urge to chase, you begin to rewrite the narrative. Instead of feeding her ego, you let her sit with uncertainty. You become the enigma, the man who doesn't need her attention to feel whole. That's when everything shifts. You see, women don't chase men who beg for validation. They chase men who don't flinch when they disappear. And that's exactly what happens when you let silence do the talking. You force her to question her assumptions. You force her to feel doubt, and doubt is what cracks her confidence. But here's the catch. This isn't a game of revenge. It's not about making her pay for the way she's treated you. It's about you reclaiming your power, your peace. It's about you becoming the version of yourself that she didn't expect, the version who no longer needs her approval. The power of detachment. There's something deeply liberating about emotional detachment. Most men don't experience this freedom because they've been trained by culture, by movies, by their own emotions, to believe that their worth is tied to the approval of others, especially the approval of women. So when she pulls away, they panic, they obsess, they chase. But here's the key, you don't need her to complete you. You don't need her to validate your worth. You are enough, you always have been. The moment you stop needing her, you become someone who can't be rattled. You become a man who can move on, build, grow, without waiting for someone else's validation. And trust me, this shift is one of the most powerful transformations you can go through. She will try to pull you back. Here's where it gets interesting. After you stop chasing, after you remain silent, she will try to pull you back. She won't come to you with honesty or vulnerability. No, she'll send out breadcrumbs, vague texts, likes on your posts, random comments. She's not reaching out because she misses you. She's reaching out because she needs to know she still has control. But this time, you don't flinch. You don't react. You don't play the game. You observe. And with every moment you remain unmoved, her doubt grows. The once confident woman who believed she could have you whenever she wanted begins to question herself. Was she wrong? Did she misjudge you? The silent shift. And then she starts to realize something. You've changed. The man she thought she could always rely on, the one who would always come running, no longer exists. The moment you stopped chasing, you stopped being predictable. You became someone who stands firm in his own worth. You've outgrown the need for external validation. And that, my friend, is when the power truly shifts. It's when she starts to feel what you felt. And while she's wondering if she made a mistake, you're already moving forward, growing stronger. You've stopped asking for her to validate you. You're asking yourself, what's next? The final truth. You see, the irony is that silence doesn't just break her illusion of control. It rebuilds you. Every moment you choose to stay silent, every time you resist the urge to chase, you become stronger. You start to realize that you don't need her. You never did. So what happens when she finally reaches out? Well, now you're in control. You get to decide whether to open the door. But here's the most powerful part. By the time she reaches out, you've already become someone who doesn't need her to feel whole. And that's the moment when you truly hold all the power. Conclusion. Let me tell you something. Emotional detachment isn't about being cold or distant. It's about regaining control over your own emotions. It's about not allowing someone else's actions or inactions to dictate your sense of self-worth. And when you reach that place of emotional peace, you'll be untouchable. Because true power isn't about chasing anyone. It's about standing strong in who you are, no matter what. If this message resonated with you, if it spoke to a part of you that's tired of chasing, tired of seeking validation from others, then it's time to make a change. Leave a comment below. I lead with silence. And remember, this journey of growth, of reclaiming your power, is just beginning. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, not just for the content, but because here we build, we don't chase. We train our minds and hearts to live with purpose, to rise above emotional turmoil, and to walk through life with unshakable strength. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay silent, and keep growing.